Fans. We are at a windy, changing by the minute weather baseball game. We have the Eisenhower Knights, who are 2-6, visiting and challenging the Youngsville Eagles, who are 7-2. And we're looking to get a game in today. And like everyone else who lives in northwestern Pennsylvania, our challenge is trying to get this in before the weather puts it out. So we've got an umbrella here, and it may take off on us. We'll see. But we're going to start this game here shortly. In the meantime, let's go ahead and go through the starting lineup for the Eagles. Now the Eisenhower Knights did not give me theirs, so we'll just go through the Eagles real quick. Shortstop, number 22, James Johnson. Center field, number 10, Matthew DeSimon. Nathan Lux, number 14, is pitching. David Manning, first base. Keegan Messel, he'll be catching today. Wyatt Dalrymple playing second base. Ian Mancuso, third base. Talon Messel, right field. And rounding out the starters is going to be Ethan Sens, who's going to be in left field. We'll get the Eisenhower lineup as we go here. Looks like we're going to, let me get some papers out here. We'll be starting with number 23. It looks like Cameron J. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Let's just say Jakubchak. Jakubchak. All right. We just got their lineup, so we'll start working on that. So number 23, Cameron Jakubchak. Number 8, Johnny Palmieri. Number 6, Derek Childs. Number 14, Cale Hunt. Number 5, Garrett Jensen. Number 7, Sean Pascuzzi. Number 13, Justin Darr. Number 9, Jarius Casey. And number 12, Spencer Wynn. That first pitch is a ball. That one's low for a second ball. Cameron's batting .296, has 8 hits and 6 RBIs. And he's up in the count, 3-0. He takes his base. Number 8, John Palmieri takes the first pitch ball. Throw back to first. He's safe. He's going. Throw is there. Doesn't get him. He's safe. Got quite a wind kicking up here. There's a high pop. Sends, puts him out. Derek Childs at bat. There's a strike. Childs is batting .370. He's got 10 hits and 9 RBIs. Throwback to bring Jakubicek. Got a stiff wind here. Waiting for the umpire to get back out to the plate. There's a pop fly out of play. 0-2. There's a low pitch ball. Right down the pike, but just a little low. There's a swing. 3. He stole third base. He's safe. That's 2 outs. Runner on third. Cale Hunt at the plate. That pitch is low and in the dirt. Almost a pass ball situation, but Messel is able to get back there and keep the runner from advancing home. Hunt is batting .296. Has 8 hits, 8 RBIs. There's a hit to third base. Mancuso. Runner scores. Throwing error on Mancuso to first base. So I have a runner on first. Knights are up by 1. Throw back to first. Hunt gets back with plenty of time. Up to bat. It's Derek Jensen. Sorry, not Derek. Garrett Jensen. There's a strike. Jensen's batting .286, has 4 hits, 2 RBIs. He steps out of the box, steps back in, runner's going. There's a strike. Throw to second. He's safe. He advances to second. Still 2 outs. That's a pass ball. Advances to third base. So we have 2 outs. We have a runner on third, threatening to score. 1-2, I think. There's a swing. He's down, and that's the end of the inning. All right, we'll be back in just a moment as we go to the bottom of the first with your Youngsville Eagles taking the bat. All right, Johnson is up to bat. He's batting .333. He has 10 hits, 7 RBIs. Johnson's got a .382 on-base percentage. Johnson stands in. First pitch, takes a swing, strike. Fouled down that left field line. Wind is kicking up here a bit. About 45 degrees out. There's a low pitch in the mud. And it's 1-1. Here's a high pitch. 2-1. I would expect some difficulties in the outfield today with the bursts of wind. Keep getting wind gusts of 20 miles an hour or so. There's a strike. 2-2. And that wind hits just the right time. It could play havoc with one of those outfielders. All right, Garrett Jensen delivers, and there's a strike. Sets Johnson down swinging. All right, DeSimon leads the team in batting average, 448. He's tied with several others on leading the team for hitting, and he's got 6 RBIs. That pitch is way behind him. That's a ball. There's an inside pitch. It hits DeSimon. So we've got a runner on first. Lux is at bat. This is 1 out. Runner on first. Lux is batting .310. He's got 9 hits, but he leads the team with 12 RBIs. So he tries to make those hits count. And he's looking to get DeSimon home. DeSimon always tries to help his own cause. Stolen bases. Lux shows a bunt. They throw over to throw DeSimon out, and we have a throwing error by Jensen, which advances DeSimon to second base. Big wind gust right now. DeSimon on second. Outside pitch goes into the dirt. It's going to be a ball. Pitch just misses Lux, so we have a wild pitch. DeSimon advances to third. Sorry about all the noise, but this wind is crazy out here. This reminds me of our first game of the season against Cochranton. There's a pitch home. That's low. 3-0. DeSimon looming on that third base line, just waiting for a pass ball. There's a high pitch. Takes his base on balls. We got runners at the corner. 1 out. Manning batting .357, 10 hits, 6 RBIs. The freshman's having a stellar year. Shows bunt, pulls it back. There's a strike. Lux advances, steals second. Throw home, steals third. So the Eagles score, and Lux has 2 stolen bases. There's the ball. Lux steps back on that third base line. All right, 1-0. Lux looking in. There's the second ball. Eagles looking to add to the run count. There's a strike. Two balls, one strike. There's a high pop fly, infield to shortstop, Cale Hunt, who catches it and puts Manning down. Two outs, Keegan Messel at the plate. Messel's batting .241, 7 hits, 5 RBIs. Eagles trying not to strand Lux on third. Throw back to third, and Lux is back easily. There's a high pop to the first baseman who catches it. Eagles go down. We're heading to the top of the second. Score is 1-1. And we're going to see Sean Pascuzzi at the plate. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, Pascuzzi at the plate. Sean's batting .160, has 4 hits, 4 RBIs. Lux delivers inside. First pitch is a ball. Hits one right to Mancuso at third, throws it across. Another short throw. call that one a throwing error on Mr. Ian Pescuzzi, or Ian Mancuso. Pescuzzi's on base because of an error. All right, Justin Darr, batting 100, has 1 hit, 1 RBI. That pitch is a little bit outside. That's a ball. Pitch is inside. Another ball. 2-0. There's one down to Pike. 2-1. Rough day to be a pitcher with the temperature and the wind gusts. Outside, 3-1. Takes the plate. Gets walked. Runners on first and second. No outs. Jarius Casey, who's batting .250, takes a strike. He's got 2 hits this year, 2 RBIs. Hoping to add to that total with runners on first and second. There's a hit out to left field. It falls. There's a score. Pescuzzi scores on that long single. Scores 2-0. There's no outs. Runners on first and second still. Spencer Wynn, who is looking for his first hit for the season. Runners advance on a pass ball. There's a strike. 1-1 to win. We have runners at second and third. Low pitch, that's a ball. 2-1. There's a strike. 2-2. Ball got away from Messel, but he was able to keep the runners from advancing with his hustle. Mr. Wynn sits down, swinging. All right, Cameron Jakubczak. He was walked in the first inning. Came around to score. Takes a swing and fouls it off. 0-1. Another fouled swing there, and he's down 0-2. There's a hit to center field, long hit. That wind gust just knocks it out of DeSimon's range. And we have a double and another run. Runners on second and third. Still no outs. Knight's trying to break this one open. There's a curveball for a strike. I'm sorry, we do have one out. There's a second pitch swing for Palmieri. He's down 0-2. Runners on second and third. Lux reaches back, sets him down. 2 outs. Derek Childs, who has struck out his last at bat. Inside pitch, takes the ball. Stiff wind out of the west right now. There's a pitch, hit to the shortstop, long throw, first base, he gets him out. That one was a low throw also though. All right, we'll be heading to the bottom of the second. We'll be back in just a moment. Knights lead 3-1. All right, Dalrymple. Dalrymple's batting .320, 8 hits, 1 RBI. Two and one. There's another strike. 2-2. There's a bullet hit to center field, falls, and that's going to be a nice single for Dalrymple. Ian Mancuso batting .292, 7 hits, 4 RBIs. Looking to move Dalrymple around the bases. Showing bunt. Pitch back to first base. Dalrymple easily makes it back. We've got a runner on first. No outs. Mancuso throwing bunt. Pitch behind him. There's a stolen base for Dalrymple. Pitch counts 1-0. In case you're wondering, my fingers are really cold. Another bunt shown, high, ball. 2-0. Dalrymple. There's a nice bunt put down. Throw is wide, safe at first. Runner advances to third. Perfect bunt. Single for Mancuso. Brings up Talon Messel, who's batting .136. He's got 3 hits, no RBIs. Looking to hopefully change that here with runners on first and third. No outs. Shows bunt. Pass ball. Throw to home base. Dalrymple gets hit. He scores though. And Mancuso advances to third. There's a strike for Jensen. Throw back to third. Mancuso makes it back easily. That's a high pitch. 3-1. Strike by Messel, full count. Messel hits a bullet down the left line, ended up going foul. He got a hold of that one. If that one would have fell, that would have been at least a double. They were saying that was 2 balls, 2 strike. I thought it was 3, so now it's full count. Pitch back to third. Mancuso dives back. Three and two. Payoff pitch. Hit again down the left line. And again, goes out of bounds. But you got to see that. All right, we're going to set up again. Messel's having a great at-bat here, fighting this off. Trying to stay alive at the plate. Gets called with a strike, though. Sens takes the plate, batting .292, 7 hits, 2 RBIs. We got a runner on third, and we've got 1 out. Sens shows bunt. Concern coming out of the Eisenhower bench for the batter, who took the foul ball bunt off the helmet. That's going to count as a strike. Sends, showing bunt again, and that's a ball. Sends, puts down a bunt right down the line. Throws the first, gets him there. Runner comes home. There's a sack RBI for Sens. We're all tied up 3-3. 2 outs. And we're going to see Johnson. All right, Johnson. 5th batter of the inning. He struck out his first at bat. That pitch is a ball. We got 1-0. There's a low pitch in the mud. 2-0. There's a high pitch to Johnson, 3-0. There's a ball on base. Runner at first. Johnson, who was hit by a pitch his last at bat, looking to do some damage from the plate. 2 outs, runner on first. Runner goes. Johnson advances on the stolen base with an errant throw to first. There's a high pitch. 1-0 to DeSimon. Johnson looking to make something happen. Takes a long lead. There's a pass ball, and he's gonna take the turn at third base. Thinks about going, but looked back. Runner on third. 2 outs. DeSimon has a pitch count 2-0. And the coach for the Eisenhower Knights heading out to the mound to calm down Mr. Jensen. Coach Corse. Clinton Corsi. I don't know. You tell me. Leave a message. Heads out to the mound. The entire team sort of comes out and sees what's going on. Everyone comes back. 2 balls, no strikes. And DeSimon at the plate. A runner on third. And there's a high pop from DeSimon. It falls, and that's the end of the inning. We're tied up 3-3. Heading into the top of the third. We'll be back in just a moment. Right, Cale Hunt at the plate. Inside pitch is a ball. One and 0. Now we have 2-0. There's a big swing by Hunt. 2-1. That one's in the mud, which has been a common theme for the day. There's a strike. Got a full count, 3-2. He took a swing on that one, throws it down, he's out. Garrett Jensen. Garrett struck out his last at bat. He hits one right down the line. That one's going to be a long single. Runner on first. Nice hit. Just rode the line. Sean Pascuzzi got the base on a throwing error. His last at bat. Hits one right to center field. Nobody covered the second base bag. Runners advance. Your runners on first and second and one out for Justin Dar. Dar was walked his last at bat. There's a strike. There's one fouled out of play. 0-2. Another one fouled out of play. Still 0-2. If you hear that squeaking in the background, somebody's in a swinging chair here, and it's carrying like crazy. Here's the ball. 1-2. Lux steps off the mound. Acts like he's going to throw to second. Here's another hit to first base. There's an out. Runners advance. Runners at second and third, 2 outs. Lux takes a seat. We're going to see Manning come out for relief. Lux moves to first base. So we'll take a little bit of time to warm up here for Manning. We'll be back in just a moment. Jarius Casey, who had a single, is last at bat. Takes the plate. 2 outs. We have runners at second and third. Score is tied 3-3. And we have a new pitcher. So it's basically a new ball game. That first pitch is a ball, 1-0. There's a swinging strike. 1-1. There's a strike. 2-1. There's a swinging. He's out. That's it. We're going to head to the bottom of the third. Up to bat is going to be I believe Nathan Lux. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, Lux, who has walked his last at bat. Fouls one off. That's going to be a strike. That one's fouled off. 0-2. Lux pops one up. Falls. Lux has a single. And Manning, who flied out to the shortstop, his last at bat. Takes the plate. Jensen looks back. Lux. Manning shows bunt, takes a strike. Swinging strike. Pitch to second base. Lux takes the base on the steal. Two strikes for Manning. Runner on second, no outs. There's a outside pitch, a little bit low and outside. Ball. Outside pitch, 2-2. Lux goes back to second base. There's a hit down the third base line. They're trying to pick off Lux. Ball thrown. He gets out of the pickle. The ball is overthrown. And Manning advances, and so does Lux. No outs. We have runners at second and third. Messel flied out to first, his last at bat. Hoping to give the Eagles the edge. He shows bunt, puts down a perfect bunt. Safe at home, safe at first, safe at third. Runners at the corner for Dalrymple. Dalrymple had a nice single his first at bat. Eagles are up 4-3, no outs. Dalrymple shows bunt. It's a ball on the first pitch. Messel took second on that little hesitation there. Stole base. Runner at second, third, no outs. Dalrymple, high pitch. 2-0. That's a close one. 3 balls. No strikes. Courtesy runner Aiden Mancuso comes in for Manning. So Manning can get that arm, keep it warmed up with this cold weather. Pass ball thrown to third base. We're going to see 2 score, possibly. Nope. Bases are base coaches being conservative. So Mancuso scored. The umps are giving a warning to the Eagles to keep them from coming out of the dugout onto the field without their batting helmet on. So Messel advanced to third on throwing error. Still no outs. Cold weather here is playing a little bit of havoc with our batteries. So we just plugged in, so if you hear any background buzz, I apologize for that. But we run everything off of this portable system. We have what's called a jackery. It's 3-0. There's a strike, 3-1. Dalrymple fouls that one off. Still 3-2 now. Full count. There's one in the dirt. He takes his base. Nice at bat by Dalrymple. Runners at first and third. Ian Mancuso at bat. Mancuso had a single his last at bat. Ended up scoring on a sac bunt from Sens. He shows bunt. That pitch is high. Runners advance. Messel takes the base, takes the plate, scores 6-3. Dalrymple on second base. No outs. Mancuso takes a strike, his first pitch. What's that?
What did you have on that first?
I had a ball and a strike. Yep. There's a foul. 1-2. And a stiff wind. That one's outside. 2-2. There's a little squibber back to Jensen. Jensen gets him out at first. Dalrymple advances to third. Talon Messel ended up getting struck out his last at bat. Shows bunt. That one's outside. Pass ball. Here comes the runner. He's safe. Dalrymple scores. That's 7-3. One out. Nessel, 1-0.
Come on, Knights! Come on, boys, let's go! Hold that together, boys, let's go! Tighten it up, tighten it up!
There's another ball, 2-0. There's a strike. 2-1. That one's fouled, and the ball stuck right in front of me in the fence. 2-2. That one's a little low. Full count. Full count. Frozen fingers. We don't have a runner on third. I gotta fix that. Messel, full count. He takes a swing, hits it back to shortstop. Long throw to first. He's out. Sins comes to the plate. Sack bunt in his first at bat. Scored an RBI on that. Two outs. That one's behind his head. That's a ball. That one's low. 2-0. There's a little hit. Center field. Runner on first. Johnson, who has walked his last at bat, steps in, 2 out, runner on first, scores 7-3. Sends, takes the lead on first base. He's going. There's the throw. He's safe. I think that was the first pitch. There's a high pitch to Johnson. That's 2-0. Give these players and umps credit coming out and playing this kind of weather. Two and one. Staying focused and really being able to get out here and play a serious game is a task when it's cold. Sens takes the lead at second. Johnson, 2-1. There's a throwback towards Sens, who steps on the plate, and he's safe. Safe and muddy, so I'm sure his mother will have a task ahead for cleaning that uniform. There's a pitch. It's low. 3-1. Jensen looking back at Sens, delivers to the plate, and that one's outside. We've got runners on first and second. All right, 2 outs to Simon. He was hit by a pitch, and then his last at bat was an out, but he hits it. Oh, right to third baseman, but everyone advances. Single for Simon, and we've got bases loaded for Nate Lux. 2 outs, bases loaded. Score is 7-3. We have a little technical timeout for some glove issues for the third baseman. That one hit Childs right in the glove and went right through it and past it. It was a rocket, and we've got loaded bases.
All right, guys, we just need one more out. Let's go. Yeah, boys, let's go.
Lux looking to break this open with a hit. There's a foul. Lux is down 0-1. Temperature continues to drop here at the field. That one's low. 1-1. Lux started this inning with a single. The Eagles have batted round. And now Lux is back up there with bases loaded. He hits one to second base. Flubs it at second. Everyone's safe. Sens scores. Bases are still loaded. Johnson, DeSimon, and Lux are all on base. And we're having a conference at the pitcher's mound. It looks like we're going to have a pitching change. Score is 8-3. We'll be back in just a moment. Wynn comes in. Looks like he's probably going to be the reliever. It's a perfect opportunity to remind you that Broken Straw Live is a ministry of Broken Straw Valley Church. We meet every Sunday at 11:15 a.m. We meet at 29200 U.S. Route 6, Youngsville, Pennsylvania. That's at Connie's Notary. We'd love to have you come visit us. Just come in that front door, hang a left, and you'll be in the meeting room with us, where we like to sing, we like to worship the Lord, we like to get into the scripture, and we'd love to have you visit. 11:15 a.m., Broken Straw Valley Church. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, as the rain begins to roll in, Manning's at the plate. He takes the first pitch strike. That ball's inside, 1-1. Bases are loaded, scores 8-3, 2 outs. Manning had a single his last at bat. There's a pass ball, and on that, we're going to see a score by Johnson. And we got a huge wind gust. Everyone advances. We got 2 balls, 1 strike. There's a swing and a strike, 2-2. That one's fouled off. Remains 2-2. You can probably see the rain on the screen. You might see some snow on the screen here in a moment. There's a strikeout for Manning. All right. Top of the 4th. We got some rain coming in. We'll be back in just a moment. When we come back, Spencer Wynn will be up. All right, Spencer Wynn at bat. If you see anyone fall over, it could be from hypothermia today. There's a strike. Manning reaches back. That one's outside. 1-1. There's a little hit to shortstop. That one might be rolled. error on Johnson. We got a runner on first. We got Cameron Jakubchek here in the fourth. He had a double his last at bat. There's a strike. 0-1. Runner on first, no outs. That one was way inside. That's going to be a ball. There's a swinging strike. 1-2. Down on strikes. Jakubchek. There's a first pitch strike to John Palmieri. Rain's getting serious now. The wind's getting serious. We're just trying to keep things dry here. So if you see us all of a sudden stop, it'll probably be because of the weather here. We have equipment that's out here getting wet. There's another strike. Now we're getting some serious rain, some serious wind. Our umbrella's about ready to go over. There's an out. Second out. Childs is up. I think that was a strike. We're just trying to make things stay here. There's a strike. Rain coming down. Coach decides to take a timeout to talk to the player. All right, Childs comes back to the plate. 0-2. Manning showing some poise out there. It's a high pop up to our shortstop, who's not able to get the ball in the rain. So runners at first and second, 2 outs. I missed that first pitch, so I'm going to assume it was a ball. There's a high pitch. Runners are going. Two outs, runners at second and third. Count is 2-0 for Hunt. Inside. There's a strike. There's another strike. It's either 2-2 or 3-2. There's another foul by Hunt. There's a swing by Hunt. Quite the rain right now. There's a swing. The bat comes out of Hunt's hands. That's the third out. We're heading to the bottom of the fourth. Got a very cold, deliberate, consistent rain. Messel's going to be up. All right, rain coming in. It looks like you're getting a mist and a fog. We've got a consistent rain. We're trying to get the bottom of the fourth in here. And then we'll reassess at that point. Messel's going to be at bat. Win. Taking a few throws here. All right, Messel at bat. Be thankful you're at home and we're out here. Messel showing bunt, takes a strike. It was a very low pitch, it was in the dirt. That one's popped out of play. 0-2. No one's inside. 1-2. In the dirt, 2-2. God bless the umpires and God bless these players. I can say this might be officially the worst weather baseball game that we've live streamed this year, and it might be the worst game that I've ever sat through as far as weather. Cold and rainy. There's a little hit, and Messel with a hustle play gets first base. Runner on first, no outs. Dalrymple at the plate. Dalrymple was walked his last at bat. Dalrymple shows bunt, but it's a wild pitch. Messel advances to second base. One and 0 to Dalrymple. Dalrymple shows well, Messel gets thrown out stealing. Dalrymple took a strike. One out. 1-1 to looks like Childs got hit on the slide. He's checking for spikes. Well, the rain's letting up a little bit. I think the count is 1-1 to Dalrymple. Dalrymple shows bunt, takes the second ball, 2-1. There's a swing, 2-2. Goes down swinging. It's a second out. Mancuso hit a slow roller to the pitcher, was thrown out his last at bat. There's a high pitch. One and 0 to Mancuso. 2-0, sorry, to Mancuso. 3-0. Mancuso takes his base. 2 outs. Messel would hit the shortstop and was thrown out first. Looking for his first hit for the day. There's was a strike, called a strike. And Kuso stole second base. There's a swinging strike. That ball is out. Mancuso steals third. One and two to Messel. He fouls that one back, 2-2. Or I'm sorry, still 1-2. You're lucky that I can even talk right now. Weather's starting to calm down a little bit. There's a low pitch, wild. Mancuso thinks about coming. Now it's 2-2. That one's fouled out of play. Still 2-2. Mancuso takes the lead. Now we have a full count. Three and two. There's the pitch, fouled back. Good at bat by Messel. Fighting those pitches off. And he's on the base on balls. So we have runners at the corner. Sens comes up. Sens had a single his last at bat. There's a ball. There's a high pitch. Messel steals. Runners on second and third. Mancuso Messel at third and second. Another high pitch. Sends. 3-0. Here comes the pitch. That one's high. And base is loaded. I missed it. All right, that was called an out at third. He said he slid into him. Not really sure what happened there, honestly. So we're going to move to the top of the fifth. And we'll try to get this thing in officially here in the top of the fifth. All right, top of the fifth, 9-3. Fourth ended with a strange call. We've got some maintenance of the pitching mound and the batter's box taking place at the moment. Any of you moms that are sitting at home who have players here today, get them some nice hot soup or something, because they are going to need it. Got water dripping on my head through the umbrella. All right, up the bat is going to be Garrett Jensen here at the top of the fifth. We have a little brightening of the skies. Not sunny by any means, but a little less rain. Thankfully, the phones / cameras that we use to do this are weather resistant because they have water dripping all over them. All right, here comes Jensen. Top of the fifth. Eagles lead 9-3. Garrett Jensen's hoping to get on base. There's a strike. There's another strike. That one's outside. There's a ball. That one is called a ball. Two and two. There we have a full count. There's a strike. All right, Sean Pascusi, who had a first single, his last at bat. Hit right down the line last time and tried to go that way this time. All right, 0-1. Second pitch strike. That one's outside. 1-2. That one's popped out of play. Still 1-2. There he goes. 2 outs. Jensen and Pascusi down on strikes. Justin Darr at the plate. Hits one to right field. Messel caught that one. 3 outs. 1, 2, 3. We're heading to the bottom of the 5th. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, Johnson is going to lead off this inning after the weird ending to the bottom of the 4th. Sens had just been walked, and then there was a call out of a 3rd out because they said that the runner had slid into 3rd, is what he said. I don't know, there was runners at 2nd, 3rd already, so I'm not sure what happened there. All right, Johnson had a single his last at bat. That one's a ball. one's behind him. 3-0. I'm not sure what is going on here. I'm not sure what's going on here. I am sure there's 3 balls and no strikes, and Johnson just hit a long single. Then a throw. He's going to third on an overthrow. Third base. Throwing error. So runner on third. No outs. DeSimon's up.
Check your book.
Are you talking about the last inning? Sens had a walk. You're right. Sens was the last walk. I'm not keeping the official book. Eight is Messel. Sens had a walk though at the bottom, and then when he was going down to finish his walkout, you guys called the out, which doesn't make sense. But there was already a runner at third. I'm not sure how they could be called out at third. The story is you guys fouled that one off. The blue did. All right, I think we have some confusion taken care of. DeSimon's up. He's waiting for a pitch. There's a ball. 1-0. DeSimon pops one out of play. One and one. That one's in the mud. Pass ball. Here comes Johnson. He's safe at home. 10-3. I think it's 3-1. There was a hit right to Hunt, who snagged it out of the air. Now Lux is up. Lux hits one way out there. It falls. That's going to be a double at least. Call that a triple that he's going for. He slides. Safe! Lux with the big triple. 1 out. Runner on third. And we got Manning at plate. There's strike. Natalie, I'm just telling you, you've got some laundry ahead of you tonight. Nathan Lux looks like a mud monster after sliding face first into third. There we have a strike called. Oh and 2, Manning. High, wild pitch. And that scores Lux 11-3. One and 2 to Manning. The weather's calmed down a little bit. The wind has dropped. No rain. It's just cold. Wet and cold. 2 and 2. There's a third pitch strikeout. All right, Messel comes to the plate. Messel had a single his last time up. He was thrown out stealing third base. First pitch is a ball, 1-0. There's one hit right back up the middle. Runner on first, 2 outs. Dalrymple went down swinging last at bat. Rain starting to pick up a little bit. Dalrymple shows bunt, takes the strike. Messel steals second. Runner in scoring position, 2 outs. 0-1 to Dalrymple. Dalrymple steps out and then back into the box. That pitch's outside. 1-1. There's a swing. And Messel advances to third. 1-2. I think he said 2 balls, 2 strikes. And he went down swinging. All right, Eagles lead 11-3. Another round of rain working its way through. We're on the top of the 6th. The Eagles take the field, and we'll be back in just a moment. adjusting our score. It's taking it down to 10-3. First at bat by Jarius Casey. There's a fly out to third baseman Mancuso, so there's one out. There's a hit. Hit by Spencer Wynn. He's thrown out at first. There's a quick 2 outs. That one was inside to Cameron Jakubczak. There's one that's Dalrymple, and that's the end, bottom of the 6th, heading into the bottom of the 6th. And Mancuso is up for the Eagles. I give up. I don't know. This is the kind of game we're having. I think it's 11-3. We need to score either 2 or 3 in this inning to shorten this game up. Otherwise, we're heading to the 7th. Mancuso waiting patiently to come up. We'll see Mancuso, Messel, and Sens. All right, here comes Mr. Mancuso, who was walked his last at bat. There's a strike. 0-1. Popped high, falls, there's a single. Runner on first, Messel's at the plate. Messel was walked his last at bat. showing bunt. There's the ball. Mancuso is safe at second for stealing. That's one's high. 2-0. That one's low. Safe at third. Runner at third, no outs. There's a hit for Messel. Brings home Mancuso. Nice single by Talon Messel.
Hey, Ethan.
Sens is at bat. He walked the last time, but never actually made it to base. They had some crazy call that we're still trying to figure out. Sens showing bunt. Wild pitch. Messel safe at second. Swing by Sens with 1-1. That one's popped. Foul. Dropped. That's a strike. Hits one to little Nubber. He's called out at first. Messel advances to third. Johnson at the plate. Got a runner at third. There's a worm burner. Hit to Cale Hunt. Called safe at first. that's the game. 13-3. 10-run rule. We're out here in the bottom of the sixth. Thanks for joining us. Remember, Broken Straw Live is a ministry of Broken Straw Valley Church. We meet every Sunday, 11:15 a.m. at 11:15. We'd love to see you. We meet at 29200 U.S. Route 6. That's Connie's Notary. Come out and give us a visit. God bless you. Thanks for joining us today. Hope you enjoyed the game. If so, let us know. Share it with other people. Come visit us on Sunday.